Hi guys, I want to talk to you about the Student Finance Package. Let's introduce Student Finance England. They deal with all student finance applications for England. It's very complex. There's different rules for part-time students, EU students, EU migrant workers. Today I'm just going to keep it very simple. I'm going to focus on full-time English undergraduate courses. Student Finance England is a very busy place. If you ring them, it's like a call centre. They're based in Darlington. If you're sending any additional evidence to them, please send it recorded delivery. If you're ringing them, speaking to them on the phone, take the name of who you're speaking to, the date you've rang them, just keep a record. And I used to deal with Student Finance England a lot. I worked for 18 years as a student advisor, and I used to ring Student Finance England every day. What does the Student Finance Package look like? There's two elements to it. There's the tuition fee side of it, and there's the maintenance loan. I'll talk a little bit about the tuition fee loan. Now, this is good news. There's no age limit on the tuition fee loan, so you can be any age and get the tuition fee loan. You don't see it. It's paid directly to the university. It's paid in instalments. They pay the first instalment, which is 25% of the £9,250 in the first term, usually within a couple of weeks, maybe around October. Then in the second term, they pay another 25%, and then in the final term, they pay the 50%. So you don't see it, it goes directly to the university. So let's talk about the maintenance loans. This is for your living costs basically, and there is an age limit of 60 years old. So if you're 60 or over, you cannot get the maintenance loan. It's quite interesting really, because in Student Finance England world, they class you as either a dependent student or an independent student. The majority of sort of 18, 19, 20-year-olds going to university are classed as dependent students. Now, to be classed as an independent student, they have different criteria. You may be estranged from your parents. You have no living parents. You're married or you have children. So there's certain criteria. Now, it might be that your parents are separated. So they would look at the parent that you would normally live with. It can get tricky, but they have a threshold basically. I'm going to keep it very simple. The threshold is 25,000. If your parental income is below 25,000, then that entitles you to the maximum student loan. If it's above the 25,000, then they taper it and you get less and less student loan basically. There's lots of tables available. I would advise you to have a look at the DirectGov website or go onto the Student Finance England website. Student loan is paid in 3 instalments. You get your first instalment hopefully in September if you've applied early enough. Your second instalment is January, and your final instalment is in April. There are different rates of the maintenance loan depending on where you live. So if you live in London, you get the London-based rate, which I think is around 12,000. If you live at home with your parents and you commute to university living at home, then you get the living at home rate. And then there's a living away from home rate. So just bear in mind that you're on the right rate of loan. The general rule of Student Finance England is they will fund your first degree. That's absolutely fine for the majority of students. You've left college, you're coming into higher education for the first time, no problems. It does become more tricky if you're a mature student and you have previous study. The general principle is that Student Finance England will fund your first degree. They will fund you for the duration of your course. So let's say you're starting a 3-year degree course. So they will fund you for 3 years plus 1. So you get a gift year, is what some people like to say. So it does give you some manoeuvre if you find that you're, for example, on the wrong course. You can transfer to a different course. I think my key tip for throughout sort of all my videos and sort of talking about this is to try and get on the right course the first time. Give university your all. Gone are the days when you can just, like, I think, mess around and sort of think, oh, I'll just do it again. Because you've got to bear in mind how much this is costing. I'm not trying to put people off university because it's an amazing experience. I just want to sort of make it very, very clear that to give university your all, if you're having to repeat years, it becomes difficult. You end up with lots more debt and there are funding implications. So good luck, everyone. Yay!